Hello, welcome back to Skimming the Pages, the only Bookend Gaming comment show on the internet where one of the hosts has a computer that's literally falling to pieces.
Who could it be?
It's me, my laptop. Like, I opened my laptop and the whole frame of it started falling apart.
It did that.
Yeah, it's fine. The computer's still working. It's just I'm afraid to move it now.
Right.
So
mine's kind of doing the same thing. It's been doing it for a while.
Yeah. Well, it's just, it's tax season. I got tax money back, so of course everything has to break because it's like, I want that money. That money's mine.
Right.
You can't use it for other things.
We gotta get a new computer so we can play Steam on it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I was looking into Steam Deck, but I was like, that's kind of expensive.
They are.
But it would be nice to have something that could actually run games that, didn't crap out every 3 seconds.
There's a lot of games on Steam, so that would be great.
Yes, there is. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to get a new laptop, which is kind of a bummer. But whatever. It's a comic show. Yeah, first, we're going to get through this recording session.
We're going to list off the people that are going to help Travis get a new laptop.
Yeah.
After 5 years.
I was going to say, laptops are a little more than $8. Not that we don't appreciate it.
We got... Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
We got Talisha Verda. We got Winneapolis. We got Phil. We got Rad Coffee Man. And we got Hey Jason.
Yeah, you guys are the best.
Got them all.
You're our favorite Phil.
Right.
We love you all equally, but they get a little extra love on the side that you guys don't know about. But you could if you go to patreon.com/Bookend Gaming. Just a couple clicks away from being our favorite. And choosing segs and... Segma stuff and polls and visual novel routes and...
Yeah, there's a lot now.
Yeah. We've got t-shirts coming and stickers and posters and...
I feel a lot better about it now than when we started, and it was like, I don't know what to offer these people.
People are giving us money for nothing. I mean, it's baseline support, which we appreciate. Anything, even just watching our stuff is...
Oh, yeah.
More than, we would have imagined 5 years ago when we started. Oh, cool, 6 views.
Yeah.
Nailed it. It's that's more people than I would assume would enjoy us talking.
That's true, because most people haven't that I've come across in my life.
Yeah, right, yeah. Most people just want us to shut up. Or we just project that onto ourselves thinking that we just assume people don't want us to talk.
That's probably the case.
Yeah, well, let's not get into that. Let's get into these comments.
We had tons of call to actions in the last one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone said anything to any of them.
I think there was, because one of them was what would need to happen for you to stop watching a channel.
Yeah, when we get to it, I'll just go down the list in order, because I used to do it where the comment show stuff was first, but then it kept screwing it up, and the order kept falling out of order. Yeah, it's just easier to just go oldest to now. So the first one was r/no context, the Fruit of Grisaia episode 12. Thomas the Crunk Engine said, "Can we just take a minute to appreciate how adorable Machina is? Like the little cousin that visits on Thanksgiving and wants to play with you."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean... play with your dingleberry.
I was going to say, my cousins were never like that.
Your dangly bumpo.
I didn't want my cousins to be like that. Maybe Beam's hot cousin.
I have some auto responses that I can respond to that.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
you are so kind. Happy holidays.
Oh, because he said Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And right?
Happy holiday. Yeah, what is the quick response?
I just thought that was so random.
You are so kind. Let's just reply to every comment with you are so kind.
You are so kind.
Even the ones that are you guys are simpletons. You are so kind. Yeah, Makina's just a weird character to me.
She is adorable, though. But yes, she also is very sexual.
I know, and she's sexualized, and that's she's in that context. I guess that's that's okay. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's dreading doing that route.
Oh yeah,
because I'm oh no, what are they gonna talk about? Because it was already the whole sister thing with Amine. Now it's gonna be oh, you're my dad, because it's this weird
to actually be one-on-one with her for an entire route.
Yeah, I know. Not only that, but you're going to be talking to yourself.
It's going to be strange
most of the time. Which, I mean, I'm sure you probably already do that. Is this comforting? Katawa Shoujo Misha route.
I don't know.
Episode 1.
Is it?
Yeah, you got a comforter to start that route. It's the best 2-episode route ever.
Right.
Zeta Beam 62 says, "Hey, where can I download the game?" So he got he got to the Misha route and was like, I got to see the uncensored version of this. I don't blame you, dude. You replied, they have their own site. Pretty sure it's just katawashoujo.com or something. I don't know.
It was.
Is it? Okay.
It was that.
I was going to say, I don't remember where I got it from. Because, like, I've had it for a very long time. Because before we even did it for the channel, I had played through a couple of the routes on my own.
Right.
And, like, I've just had it for a long time. And it was one of those situations where, like, I think it was right after DDLC. It's like, let's do another one of these. This was fun.
Yeah,
I was like, I have the perfect one. I've played it before. Yeah. So,
we start the Dr. Acula episode and was like, I guess this is our life now. Just like we...
Yeah.
We're doing visual novels.
We knew what we were getting ourselves into. I have no regrets. Let's get ready to sports ball. The Fruitic Sai episode 13, timestamp. It says, Bitches Love Projects, Travis, 2022.
Yeah, you just clicked on
Yeah,
this
we were just
figure it
listening to it, so we don't really need to get to it, but it was just... what's the main character's name in that? I always forget his name.
Oh, you mean Yuji?
Yuji, yeah. I gotta just remember Juicy Yuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just asks Amane, like, why does she like it? What does she like about him? Blah, blah, blah. And it's pretty much, you're a project. I want to take care of you type of situation.
Right.
And I mean, I'd stand by it. Bitches do love a project. I can fix him. Single episode games, Tecmo Super Bowl, Bookend Bowl number 2.
Yes.
Can we talk about this for a second?
We were correct, by the way.
I know, we're always correct. We're 3 for 3. But we have to talk about the fact that we thought we were doing the Super Bowl every year, and we definitely weren't.
No, we definitely were not.
Like the first year Thanksgiving?
The first year we did it, I swear we did the Super Bowl when we played Madden.
Yeah, I guess not, though.
And then we played Tecmo Bowl, and I thought we did the Super Bowl because we mentioned it in this one, like, oh, we were right last year.
Yeah.
And then I start looking at it. We played it on Thanksgiving and just chose 2 random teams.
Okay, so was the Madden one?
I think the Madden one was.
Okay. Yeah, because I know there was one where we were like, okay, these are the teams we have to be because we're predicting. But yeah, the Book and Bowl one must have just been like, yeah, let's just play football because it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and I was like, we're going to start a tradition where we play every year on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, nope, we sure didn't.
No, we didn't. But we're going to do it on the Super Bowl.
We're going to try to continue, and we're going to continue our streak. So next year, like, watch our video before you place any bets.
Yeah.
But we are not legally... we're not legally accountable if we're wrong.
But the score was not 4-0.
No,
it's a little more high scoring than that.
Which this comment has something to do with that.
Yes, it does.
And it's my brother Jordan, and he's actually going to back me up for once. Thank Christ. Timestamp was 100% a touchback.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I
played it back. I looked.
I don't leave the end zone.
No, but I feel like the hit detection, the little hit, your little toe is sticking out and you backed up into the end zone.
I was wondering maybe it's just the fact that I moved at all.
Maybe.
It just, the game assumed I was going to run, so it just, like, maybe, like, if you do a fair catch, because there's got to be some button you press to do a fair catch. Because didn't I accidentally do it at one point? Yeah. So, like, if you don't do that and he catches the ball, if you don't move, it probably would have still been a touchback.
Right.
It could have been. I did move backwards.
But also, like, I really looked at it, and it's like, you're
there.
On the line, so it probably thought you're out of the end zone, and you backed up into it. So that was a safety.
It was bullshit, though. And there was no real option to, like, run away from it to just let it, like, bounce out.
No.
But knowing that game and how it cheated for you, it probably would have bounced forward and, you know, put me on the 2-yard line or some shit. I don't know. That I got my ass kicked. I'm going to continuously get my ass kicked. I mean, I guess I won. I won when we played Madden.
You did. I was going to say, we're going to probably play different games.
Yeah, we could play like what's that one?
I want to play the Blitz.
Yeah, NFL Blitz. There's like Monster League or Mutant League football for like Sega.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. There's like a robot one. I know I've seen a video of. There's like a new one called
Cyberball.
Yeah, there's a new one that just came out called Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
Which is like orcs or something like that.
Right.
But I was like, oh, this would be cool to do, but it was like $60 because it just came out, and I was like, I'm not gonna.
Even playing like an old Madden now would be fun, like
just anything.
2000.
Right.
Like, it's obviously going to have different players, but...
We could find a football game on N64 or something.
Yeah, Madden 96.
Right. But yes, thank you for backing me up, because that was bullshit. Wouldn't have mattered at the end of the day, because I still lost.
We both did terrible at that.
It controlled like ass.
Like, we had a lot more success getting down the field and completing plays in the first one.
Yeah, because it just, like, even... Just having a Nintendo with only 2 buttons, you felt like you had more control over it.
Yeah,
like that Sega one, it was like you picked your play and you would hike the ball, and then it was like, all right, let's hope something happens when I press a button.
Yeah.
And usually it didn't. Praise you like I should, the Fruta Grisaya Sachi route. Josh Richards says, found your channel watching your Katawa Shoujo series. You and everyone else. You guys are hilarious. Look forward to binge watching more of your stuff.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of auto responses to that. Welcome aboard.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying. We have stuff that's not visual novels, too. I mean, not as important.
What?
But we upload every day, not just Tuesdays and Fridays, so stick around. Hit that little bell icon.
But we at least added the second day for the people that only watch visual novels.
Yeah, we want to at least get you guys back for another day.
Yeah.
Maybe for the 3 days if you show up for the comment show, because don't you want to hear us talk about you guys talking about us?
Whoa. I know I do.
Yeah, it's always great when we're just literally just reading things.
Let's make a video of us reacting to the comment show.
Yeah, that's what we'll do for like a 10-year anniversary. We'll just watch. That's what we'll do for like April Fools or something.
Yeah.
Just do new commentary over an old video.
Yeah.
Because I still have like the raw game footage of a lot of
right.
videos. Not everything, because like I was like, once I make the episodes, it's like I'm not going to do anything
just
else
randomly dub some other thing.
Yeah, it's just us like acting like we're playing something when we actually have not. I feel like we'd have to steal it from someone. So someone make a gameplay and send it to us. And
there you go. We'll pretend it's us playing.
Just talk over it. Try to act like we're not surprised by what happens. Same video, the Black Cadet says, nice!
Very.
Then JP says, hell yeah! All right.
We don't get any auto responses for that one.
No. That says everything that needs to be said. Cheesy Roo, Fruta Grisaya, episode 15, Thomas the Crunk Engine. It seemed like he was going through and watching, like, catching up on Fruits.
Yeah, he watched the original.
Yeah.
So he could watch the Sachi one, and it makes sense.
Yeah, it helps. It doesn't seem as necessary in this one as it would in, like, Katawa.
Not really.
But at least Katawa, it was, like, one act, and then you're caught up. Thomas the Crunk Engine says, when will Phil get a Cheesy Roo sticker?
Yeah, that'd be a good one, but we'd have to be, good at art.
Right, yeah, because we don't own that picture that's on the thumbnail.
No, it's an edited picture of a kangaroo. I always highly edit it, so it's...
Yeah, it's not... We didn't just, like, rip someone else's art, but it's like, we can't just use that. We can't sell that type of situation, so we need to, like... So Thomas, if you have any, artist chops, draw us a Cheesy Roo.
Yes.
Preferably super cheesy. You're so serendipitous. The Fruit of Grisai, episode 17. Thomas says, man, what I wouldn't give to have a woman like Amane. Tall, curvy, kind, beautiful, big sister / mommy attitude. Immediately starts taking clothes off when she goes into your room. This guy's a fucking idiot for not saying yes.
Yeah.
I feel like we were saying the same thing in the episode.
Right? And then again, when Sachi is like, did you look at my underwear?
Yeah, everyone's just like throwing themselves at him. It's an anime pro tag. He
right.
has to be... If anime pro tags were at all competent with women, then there'd be like no story for like any of these.
That's true.
Because it'd just be like, oh, you like me. We're together now.
Yeah.
The end. Where's the drama in that? Back to Let's Get Ready to Sports Ball. Fruit Grisai, episode 13. Red Coffee Man says, Amane's best girl status has been on a steady rise since day one.
Yeah, I think he was watching through as well.
Yeah, everyone was kind of catching up. And then Family Matters, Fruit Grisai, episode 14, Rad Coffee Man said, I'm getting weirded out by how this guy keeps comparing his hot friend to his dead sister. Yeah. I mean, anime. It's just, I don't know. There's like a sister thing and a mommy thing, and Thomas the Crunkin was just saying he likes the big sister / mommy attitude. I mean, paging Dr. Freud. Washing Clean the Soul, the fruit of Grisaya Sachi route.
Woohoo!
Untitled, #, or hashtag if you want to not be a boomer about it, says, another dating anime walkthrough. I like it. Walkthrough?
Yeah. Yeah, you mean, playthrough.
Playthrough, yeah. I mean, our tags usually do have walkthrough in them, because I guess technically it's a walkthrough, but...
We're walking you through it.
The one instruction we give is, here's the choice to unlock the route.
Yeah.
The rest of it is just us reading it.
This is how you get Sachi naked on your bed.
Yeah. Click. And play the uncensored version. Really Salty says sus.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the second sus comment that wasn't on Among Us.
Right. I don't know. The thumbnail probably is what he's saying.
Maybe?
I don't know. But I like when you translate it.
But translates to there.
There.
Which obligatory sus translated to
I can't remember.
Something and there.
Uh-huh.
Necessary and there or something like that. So sus must be there in some language.
Yes.
I just don't know what language it is. Pity Lunch. Katawa Shoujo Hanako Route episode 34. Zeta Beam is back to say, how do you sign sarcastically? Either you roll your eyes a lot while signing, or you sign while constantly flipping the bird would be my guess. How would you...
I feel like we questioned that.
Yeah, because...
I think it said that, and we were like, how do you sign sarcastically?
Yeah, you have to bend over like SpongeBob in that meme, where he's got the... And just do your hands like that. You have to do capital letters every other hand.
Right, yeah.
Somehow. Raise them up every other word.
Texas is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Washing Clean the Soul, Fruit of Grisaya, Sachi route. Blackadet says, I miss Yumiko. I translated that.
She's still there.
I miss Yumiko. Yeah, she's around. She's just always in the background.
Right.
I'm worried that we're going to get to her route a couple years down the line, and she's still going to just be in the background of her own route. Everyone else will talk, and then at the end she's like, I like you. The end.
Right.
Oh, wow, this one. Oh, this is the comment show. Skimming the Pages comment show for February 19th, the last one. Wait, I'm not sure. They're all on the same day.
Yeah.
So I don't know, should I go bottom to top or top to bottom? I feel like maybe top to bottom.
Probably. I mean, doesn't matter.
I mean, none of them are replying to each other, so
No.
It shouldn't matter. But okay, we'll just start at the top. J5 says, all I know is you guys played KS and Grumps never will. So we win, I guess.
Right.
Still would like to hear Hasal's lines read in Aaron's V and protag voice. Incidentally, who do you chaps think would be Danny and Aaron's best KS girl? For me, Aaron would find common ground with Rin, and Danny would instantly be charmed by Lily. Psh, Aaron finding common ground. When's the last time he animated? Get out of here. Yeah, I don't know. Aaron's VN protagonist voice kind of annoys me now.
Okay.
There's a charm to it, but the dude is a professional voice actor.
Yeah.
He's been in multiple cartoons and video games and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And maybe that's why he doesn't go crazy with it anymore.
Right.
But he does the same voices for everything anymore.
And I hope Grumps never play Katawa, because then there goes all of it.
Right, yeah. They just knock us off the front page of Katawa. Get out of here. Luckily they won't, because they don't do full plays anymore.
Right.
So let's hope they never go back.
I don't know. I feel like one of them would like Emmy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to, Danny charmed by Lily
just because
seems...
Yeah.
But I feel like Danny would also like Hanako.
Yeah.
Just the, she's so adorable and I want to protect her type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's hard telling. You just have to ask them on their comments show. Oh, wait, they don't do one. That's 2 points for us. But yeah, I mean...
That's true. Yeah, Hanako.
I don't know if either of them would really like Rin, just because Rin's route is so odd.
Yeah, like, I mean, they definitely have lots of jokes on that route.
Yeah. It's just like her charm is not apparent for quite a while.
Right.
Like, she's really standoffish. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Lily's probably a good bet. Like, Lily seems like an easy favorite for a lot of people, just because she's like the most mature and well-rounded individual.
Right. And it's actually like, hey, let's date.
Right, yeah. It seems like that seemed like the right route to do last, because it was almost like, oh, this one's actually seems like it'll make it.
Yeah.
Like the other ones, you're never sure. But I bet Aaron would really like Misha. I might be projecting a bit, but Misha's the best. The Blackadet says, the one sure thing that would make me unsubscribe from a channel is by going political when it's not their usual content. Yeah, we're not political. Yeah, we asked, like, what would be something that, one of our mini call to actions was what would be something that would, like, force you guys
to unsubscribe and stop watching a channel.
Yeah. More so, like, something that we would do, or, But yeah, we're not really political people.
And no.
Like, I watched, like, the most political I've gotten recently is watching all those AI generated videos of Biden and Trump playing, like, Pokemon duels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's like peak comedy.
Just for comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I laugh at both sides. I don't care either way. It's bad all over. And then the Black Cadet timestamp says, I mean, we do see other part of her personality when the group complimented her nonstop. So I guess compared to other girls, she's easy to get overshadowed. Oh, yeah. We were talking about Yumiko.
He likes Yumiko.
Yeah, he wants Yumiko route.
Yeah.
Well, become a patron, and then.
But we didn't give her as a choice.
Well, we will next time. The next time will probably be the last 3. Well, no, because the next time we're gonna want to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when the time comes. That's a ways away, because we're not gonna go from fruits to fruits. I doubt, unless we get to the end and we're like, I need more.
Yeah, there was a lot more Yumiko and, the getting to know you portion of the...
That's true, and that's kind of why I, like, shied away from her, because it was like, it almost seemed like the game was trying to push you towards her.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what if I don't want that? There's so many options.
Because there was that whole section, and then there was that, like, where she was singing in front of a mirror and you peek in on her.
Right.
And yeah.
And just like the whole, like, running thing of, like, her constantly having a box knife and, like, attacking you and you skillfully dodging it. And
right. There was a lot.
Yeah, she seemed to know more about you than the others do. So I was just always like, oh, that's like the default choice. Which she isn't, because she's not even, we haven't even run into her choice.
And then we went with the pretty much
the
default.
First one that pops up. Well, what are we going to not kiss her?
Yeah.
Thomas the Kronk Engine says, if there's anything that would make me outright unsubscribe from someone's channel, excluding horrifying crimes against humanity, obviously. I mean, I wouldn't do it on the channel. It would be directly stating their political opinion on a channel that isn't specifically a politics rant channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's politics.
The same thing.
Yeah, it's like we're just not.
No, we're not. And I mean, like you and I even have different viewpoints on world stuff.
That's
and it's just like we're still friends, and
because we don't care.
Because we don't care, but yeah,
like
you don't come over here to talk about politics.
Yeah, politics and religion and stuff like that. We just whatever.
Right.
We're just like, hey, you believe what you believe, I believe what I believe. We get along.
Now let's play Mario Party and both be women.
Yeah, of course, we can always find common ground in that. Thomas the Crunk Engine then said, if anyone wants to be active on the Discord but doesn't want to post for any reason, there was someone who commented on the last one, said they're in the Discord, but they don't say anything. They just lurk.
Right.
For any reason like anxiety or maybe not fitting in, I can promise you we are all equally as weird and will not judge you for being weird. I literally go in there and shit post like there's no tomorrow and barely anyone bats an eye. That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean, there's no... Yeah, sometimes we post pictures of anime girls. Sometimes we talk about video games.
Sometimes Beam rants about his job.
I talk about hating my job sometimes. Yeah. So
we talk about whatever. So feel free to chime in, and if you don't want to chime in, that's fine too.
Right.
Because maybe the fact that it is full of just random shit posts and anime girls and stuff like that, maybe they're like, I don't know where to jump in.
Right.
Like, I get it.
I mean...
It's a minefield in there. I mean, it's not, because no one in there is going to fucking be like, oh, shut up.
Right.
Like, if they were,
Well, there's only like 5 active people.
That's it.
So, I mean...
Well, and I was looking at it, too. There's quite a few people in there that have joined and...
Not said a thing.
Right, and it's because they're probably on other Discords as their main one, and they just don't ever look.
Right.
But there's plenty of stuff in there for anyone. And we take suggestions if someone's like, hey, we should do this, or let's talk about this.
Yeah.
I'll talk about anything.
Right.
I don't care.
I'm on Discord all the time, so I just try to randomly throw some things in there. So yeah, I complain about work because that's what I got to talk about at the moment.
Yeah,
or anime girls, or video games, or yeah.
Yeah, I'm more just like video games I'm playing, and like I don't tend to jump in on the anime discussion as much just because I don't watch anime as actively.
Right.
Like, I enjoy anime, but I don't like... I'm never like, oh, I'm going to watch some anime.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that with my free time.
Until it's content.
Yeah, until you turn it into content and force me to watch Madoka Magica. It'll happen one of these days. Or I'm just going to, like, force you into the content and, like, watch it and be like, hey, I watched it. And you're going to be like, oh, let's talk about it. I'm like, nope. We got to record it.
Right.
We'll let you talk to me about it. Won't give you my opinion on it until we start recording.
I'd have to watch it again by now.
Well, that's just it. If we did it, it'd have to be like we both watched through it. And it'd be easier to do that with like an anime movie. Like okay, let's both watch Howl's Moving Castle and discuss it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Madoka Magica isn't super long by any means, but I couldn't be like, let's watch the entirety of Cowboy Bebop.
They even... right. Like, well, that's what... Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be able to do, like, Dragon Ball Z or... Unless we did, like... Just watch the first 10 episodes or...
Yeah, we pick, like, a section and just be like, give our thoughts.
Yeah.
And do we like it? And I will gladly play... Even if I do enjoy it, if for the content, I could play devil's advocate and be like, well, this is what's bad about it. Because I know you won't want to take that stance on an anime, unless we do watch one and you're like, that sucks.
I have ones that I don't like.
Yeah?
I have controversial ones that I don't like.
Well, let's not talk about it here. Cause
not controversial, but a very liked anime that I do not like.
I think I know which one you're talking about, because I think you've mentioned it before. But I will not.
But it is not this day.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. We got to do a assigned reading for that. The Cosplay House. It Takes Two. That still makes me think of Cosby. Rad Coffee Man says, my Patreon dollars better be going into the Cosplay House fund. I mean...
First chairs, then a computer, then a strip club.
That's a pretty big jump.
Yeah.
I mean, even
between 2 and 3.
From chairs to computers is pretty big, but from computers to owning a strip club... Like, not only just, like, buying a strip club, but starting a strip club. We'll get there someday. Waste Management, Fruitig Grisaya, episode 20, Thomas the Crunk Engine. Timestamp. One of my pet peeves is when someone uses the term all but incorrectly. Like, if you want to say something has disappeared, you wouldn't say it has all but disappeared, because that would mean it has done everything except disappear. Edit, this guy's a fucking asshole. I don't know what the timestamp is.
I clicked it, and it says all but disappeared.
Okay. See, I see your point, but I feel like something like all but disappeared means not so much that it did everything but disappear. It did everything up to disappearing, but didn't actually disappear.
That's what it means. Yeah.
It's not so much like, oh, it did everything but disappear. It did everything leading up to it disappearing.
All but but I get that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he started. So episode 20 is when he's starting to realize that. And I feel like I don't remember what discussion is happening here, but I remember.
Is this the Scoop and Turtles?
No.
Michiru
ran away or went to
go
to the ocean and have feelings.
yeah, go to the ocean because that's where you go when you have feelings.
But then I remember he went to talk to her and was like an ass. Like, what are you on your period or something?
That's what it was. Yeah. He was like, you shouldn't ask a woman if she's acting this way because she's on her period, and then instantly asked her if she was on her period.
Something, yeah. So I feel like we also thought he was an asshole.
Oh yeah, he is.
I mean, the entire time, but in this situation,
he's more competent than Hisao, but he's meaner.
Yeah, because we start off and we're like, oh man, our character's a badass. We kind of like him, and then he's just immediately an ass to everyone. We're like, okay, well, fuck.
Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of the point, because he does soften up through the route.
Right.
I imagine.
I mean, he is like, an assassin.
Yeah.
So he's pretty hardened.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't like my pet peeve. I'm not so much a grammar Nazi in that way, but I do have that pet peeve of what is it? I could care less.
Couldn't care less and could care less.
Yeah. It's like, I could care less. It's like, okay, well then care less.
Right.
Like, if you could, then you must care a little bit.
Like, I could care less what happens. So you do care?
So you do care a little bit then. It's like, that doesn't, it's like the opposite of what you're trying to say.
Right.
Back to the comment show from last time. GG Zombie Girl, my wife. I have to, she needs to just put that in her name.
That just needs to be her username.
Yeah.
Not Travis's wife. My wife.
Yeah, just my wife.
So that way you can be like, this is my wife.
Yeah, it needs to be GG Zombie Girl, my wife. Just because I'm going to say that every time. I say, why are you guys always trying to get my husband to hook up with Beam? Listen, the content is content, and we have to do what our fans want.
That's true.
The YouTube algorithm is trying to get us to hook up, and that's,
Yeah. I mean, that happens with everything. People do that with Aaron and Danny.
Yeah, oh man. Back in the days of Tumblr, I mean, I don't know if it's still a thing, but I used to have a Tumblr account, as embarrassing as that is. And there was a fucking account called what the hell was it called? Something Grumps. / Grumps or something like that. But it was all fan fictions of Aaron and Dan just banging each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would read it and be like, oh my God.
Right. That'd be awesome to read those.
It wasn't as done as a joke. It was just, we could find one.
Well, I mean, if someone made one of us.
Oh, yeah.
Read it during a Sonic playthrough.
Oh, yeah, we would voice ourselves and everything. There's
we don't have to voice each other.
There's the call to action. Someone write a / fic of us.
Yeah.
Now we sit and wait and see who's the bottom.
Right.
I say that like it's not going to be me. Come on. Rad Coffee Man, timestamp. So as a joke, I went to my friend Thomas the Crunk Engine's house wearing Tomoko Koroki's wig and clothes. And then Thomas the Crunk Engine reply to that says, as advised to me by the Court of Law in the state of Pennsylvania, I cannot confirm nor deny the accountability of the statement presented before me. Yeah, we were talking about that green text of the guy who supposedly begged his friend. Yeah, dressed as Pecora. I don't know who Tomoko Koroki is. Do you?
God. No, let me look her up.
Okay.
I wonder if it's HoloLive.
Possibly?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know any of the... I was trying to convince you to become a... whatever they're called.
I think it's the girl that they just posted a picture about
on
the
Discord.
We didn't know? That we didn't know.
Yeah, they posted the cosplayer.
Yeah.
She's like, wow, they look just like her. I was like, I don't know who that is. Don't watch enough anime. Oh, okay. Yeah, who the hell is that?
Okay.
I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, those two get along. They're going to start their own channel and surpass us or something. Don't get any ideas.
The main character, and no matter how I look at it, it's you guys' fault I'm not popular.
That is too long of a title, Japan. Get your shit together. Kickstart My Heart, the Fruitiger Sayasachi route. Untitled Pound says, lovely.
Thanks.
Just the one word. Lovely.
Gaming.
Am I dummy? I wonder if they do that to this is where I left off.
Could be.
They kind of bookmark themselves. Because I know people, they haven't done it, we haven't seen it in a while, but I know some people used to timestamp, just leave timestamps in comments with no context. And we realized they were doing it to give themselves a starting off point.
I feel like that was the unabridged episodes, though.
Yeah, probably because they were 8
now.
hours. Yeah, they were 8 hours long, so people just needed to stop.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to watch the whole thing in one sitting? Am I Dummy Thick? The Fruitiger Sai, episode 34. Red Coffee Man says, Travis mentioning r/gentle femdom by name really says something. Yeah. Listen. Why are you going to call me out like that? I guess I called myself out by mentioning it.
Right.
That subreddit, there are different layers to gentle femdom, all right? Because...
Please explain it to us.
I'm going to. because I have to defend myself because everybody likes being the little spoon.
Okay.
And every guy enjoys being the little spoon.
Yeah, I mean,
so
both.
And
that like to cuddle and be cuddled.
Yeah, and that technically falls under the purview of gentle femdom.
Okay.
Because it's like the female in the relationship taking the dominating position in a relationship. But then the other end of the spectrum is people on that subreddit posting things about wanting to get pegged.
Yeah.
By like a big mommy dominatrix type.
Right.
I am not that. I'm a cuddly person.
I just want to cuddle.
I just want to be held. I do not want to be pegged. I'm just put that on my tombstone. I did defend myself.
Here lies Travis Fulton. I just wanted to be cuddled, not pegged.
Because there is that subreddit is not safe for work a lot of the time. But there's also memes on there of like, women think guys only want sex. Here's what they really want, and it's literally just like a guy being held to a woman in bed, and it's just like, I like being cuddled and held.
Right.
I'm a cuddly guy. So now that I've defended myself and somehow made it look even worse because I got all defensive about it, trust me, I don't want to be pegged.
Okay.
Don't make me the bottom in the slash fic.
I just want to cuddle.
Just have Beam cuddle me. I just want to be held to his bosom. Sub Pig, It Takes Two. Thomas the Crunk Engine says, that spider reminds me of the Lucas the Spider videos on YouTube. Only adorable spiders and sexy spiders allowed in my house. I don't
know what Lucas is. Is he an adorable spider or a sexy spider?
Yeah, well, the spider in the game was adorable, so I imagine.
Yeah.
I didn't find it sexy at all, but I don't know, whatever you're into, I guess. I can't even like think of like a sexy spider character. I'm sure there's some in anime.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like there was one in some game. I don't know. I could sit here all day trying to think of one. And then he timestamped and said, there's a skeeter on my Peter, so how about you whack it off? What?
Let's click that timestamp.
Okay, go for it. I don't know what that is.
Either.
The next one's a timestamp too.
Oh no.
So I'll move to a different one to read while you're getting that together. Kickstart My Heart, Fruitiger Sai, Sachi Route. Aaron Martin says, I adore the Is This a Tsundere bit. God, I miss this game.
Yeah.
We have like that kind. That's another thing. That's another thing against fucking Yumiko. Like we can't seem to come up with like a bit for her.
No, her bit is already
established
in her character. She's gonna cut you.
Yeah, we did like.
Okay, it's not. What was the time?
6:49.
Okay, it's not showing up on here.
There's a skeeter on my Peter, so how about you whack it off?
I don't know. We probably said something about mosquitoes. Would be my guess.
Or trying to get someone to play with my junk. I don't know.
Well, that could be too. Here you go.
That sounds like me. Oh, there we go. I've got a shield. Now you can whack it.
Oh, okay.
Stop trying to water the plants. Just because I said the word whack it, I guess?
You said, I got a shield, you can whack it.
Okay. All right, Thomas.
Yes.
My wife was right. Stop trying to get us to bang. But yeah, like is this a tsundere thing? I don't remember what that came. It was just some weird offhanded thing she said, and we turned it into this whole long running thing.
Yeah.
Of her not understanding what a tsundere is.
That is one of my favorite because they mention it all the time that Michiru is a tsundere.
Oh yeah.
So
any time we're always, if she's there, she's always like, oh, it means this. Like anything she happens to be doing, she's like, oh, that's such a tsundere.
Because I'm just imagining it's like someone has no idea what it means but wants to fit in and just being like, oh, how tsundere of her, and then like looking around like, right, guys?
Yeah, gauging everybody's reaction. I mean, I'm just joking, kind of.
Right.
Yeah, everybody knows that person. Says something to try to fit in, but like you know that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's like me with anime. It means no worries. Danganronpa episode 41. Catherine timestamp. Their name's not timestamp. They put a timestamp. Glad I'm not the only one who thinks about that every time I see 3 a.m. Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Just I think Kyoko like came into your room at 3 a.m. or something because it mentions that it's 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh boy, time for a Krabby Patty. Okay, yeah. So that's what so every time they hear 3 a.m. they also think time for a Krabby Patty.
I always just think of maybe I'm showing my age, but I just think of the Matchbox 20 song.
Okay.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty old episode of SpongeBob as well. So
that's true. That is an old one. That's like back when I still watched it, because it's not good now. Someone's gonna hate me for that. If it's even still on, do they still do episodes?
I think it's different now.
Well, the animation is 100% different.
Well, the animation, but I think they may have stopped, but they have like a different series, like where they're at camp and younger or something.
Just let it die.
Yeah,
there's the old stuff still there. Just let that, whatever. Bring back some other cartoons that were better and got canceled way too early. There's a ton of them.
Yeah.
Sbarro Festival, Fruita Gusai episode 41. God, the amount of times we mentioned that Sbarro. Timestamp, we share a wall, so either he's good or Amane just likes to agree with him a lot.
Yeah,
they're talking about...
I clicked that one.
Yeah, they're talking about Yuji being, like, amazing in bed.
Right.
It's like Amane told them that he was.
Yeah, and Michiru, I think it was like, you guys don't know that. And then Makina's like... we share a wall.
Yeah. Which is a Friends reference. And this actually made me remember that there used to be someone who commented on like every single one of our Katawa videos with a Friends quote.
Yeah, it was Anatar.
Yeah. We haven't heard from them in a couple of years. Hope they're doing okay. If anyone knows where Anatar is.
But I did the exact same thing because I was like, is this the person who used to comment all the Friends quotes and then...
Changed their account?
Yeah.
Rad Coffee Man, are you Anatar?
No, I mean, and then I look back, I'm like, oh no, that was Anatar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I remember it was constant. Like they would post a comment of a Friend's quote, and then you would reply with the continuation of that quote.
Usually, yeah.
Or another quote that was referencing the same kind of thing.
I'll continue the tradition. You get a heart for the Friends reference.
Yay! You're going to be the new Friends person. Now you have responsibilities and shit. A Doting Sister, the Fruita Gusai episode 46, another timestamp. Rest in peace to the victims of the SysCon bus crash tragedy of 2021. Click this one.
Okay.
Because I feel like I clicked this one, and like whatever it was, it made me laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's something about like throwing us under the bus or something like that, and we turned it into a joke about the bus crashing.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow,
that
was pretty clever of us.
I did not click this one.
The better question is, what's the target audience for a book written by a woman who sexually harasses her own little brother?
They're sitting right here behind the microphones.
They're all watching this episode right now. Sorry to throw you guys under the bus like that.
I threw us under the bus first, so it's fine.
Yeah, we were all down there together in a
ravine
with the crashed bus. Okay, we're at it up. Okay. Yeah. Because I did click that one, and I was like, wow, we turned that into a pretty good bit.
Yeah.
Just happened.
They're right here behind the microphone.
Yeah. Bus crash and a bus crash. Pointlessly Erotic, the Fruita Gusai episode 49, Rad Coffee Man says, based on how Yuji and his sister talked about each other, I wouldn't be surprised if he was totally down with reading this part.
Yeah.
Where she's like sucking the leeches.
Because we were talking about, and Amane was even like being a little like, oh, I like the way
she was like kind of into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Making kissing sounds or whatever.
Right, yeah, it was like,
and we were even like, okay, this
sexual.
seems out of the blue and kind of random, but yeah.
But yeah, Yuji and his sister, I don't like. I mean, there is an anime, so I wonder if there's like flashbacks and stuff like that. I wonder if there is that. Like, I wonder if there's actually like an underlying like that anime thing of brother and sister that always happens, where it's like, oh, the sister loves him more than she should, or if that's just us projecting it because we know that animes do that. Because she's like she's way more mature than like his sister is way more mature than most characters that are like that.
Yeah.
Because like I'm thinking of Cat Game, Nekopara.
Yeah.
Like
whatever her name was.
Your little sister
Shigure.
in that. Yeah, your little sister in that is like obviously like in love with you.
Yeah, like she definitely wants to bang you.
Yeah, but it's like that weird like. It's because she's like a young kid and it's just like, oh, I love my brother.
Yeah,
so
and I want to marry my dad.
I want to marry it. Yeah, that's that kind of cutesy thing to it. But this character, it's like she's too mature for that. Does she actually just want to bang her brother? Like I'm concerned. I want to watch the anime now.
But yeah, I remember in this episode we mentioned like, oh man, I bet Yuji just loves reading this part.
Yeah, yeah, my my dead little sister and my current girlfriend.
Right.
Just getting all dirty with each other.
Yeah.
And then last comment for this one, Skimming the Pages comment show. Shinigami J1 says, you guys should check out a Yakuza game.
Yeah. We have.
I've played.
Yeah,
I've never played like the mainline Yakuza games. I've watched other playthroughs of them. There's so much to those games that like doing it for the channel, we would have to just do the main story, and that's like not really doing those games service because there's so much you can do.
Yeah.
And I tried playing Like a Dragon. And the second one, like the newest one just came out actually, but I couldn't get into it because I couldn't devote 8 hours at a time to it, because that game is literally like 30 minutes of gameplay, and then you set down the controller and watch a movie. Like I need to just find that game, a playthrough of that game on YouTube, and just watch it as a movie.
So then that might not be very good for channel
it's all
play
just,
anyways.
Yeah, you just like watch. I mean, yeah, we could talk over it and joke and stuff like that, but those games are so involved that we would, and you know, they have a crazy following to them. So unless we did things perfect, and also, which one would you even start with?
I don't know. Like, we said that about Persona.
Yeah, which I've played Persona 5 now, and we could have just started on 5 because you get enough. Like, they're not interconnected. They kind of are, but not really.
And people said that, I think.
But even still, like even a game like that, it's another turn-based RPG where it's like, holy crap, this is a huge undertaking.
That'd be a long one.
We'd have to get to a point where this is all we did. Like if we didn't have day jobs, then I'd be more willing to be like, well, let's do that, and then we can upload 2 videos a day or something.
Right.
Because I don't want to just. Well,
yeah, because then we wouldn't have jobs.
Right. Yeah. We'd actually get through the stuff in a shorter time than a year. It's like I don't want to just have one playthrough take an entire year. There's a lot of games to play. I don't want to play the same thing forever.
Right.
Or go back to a game that we already played 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That's 3 points for us. Still 0 points for Game Grumps. Watch us. Unsubscribe to Game Grumps. Subscribe to us. I'm throwing down the gauntlet.
Even though we like Game Grumps.
I love Game Grumps. I don't know. I don't watch them as much as I used to.
No.
They're real hit and miss anymore. You could tell they're kind of waning. I hope we don't get to that point, but I don't know. I'm already starting to resent you a little bit, so we'll see. That's not true. Calm your tits. Beam.
They're nice ones.
Yeah, I still want to rest my head against them. Just hold me to your bosom, please. I want to read that slash fic right now. All right, that's the comment show for today.
Yay.
A little shorter, still a good chunk.
Right.
Not as many comments. Did we even do a call to action this time?
No.
Not really, not a real one. Just write a slash fic.
Sure.
Do you have one?
Sure.
Well, don't be too enthused about it.
What's the earliest movie that you remember seeing in theaters?
Ooh. What's yours?
I want to say episode 1 of Star Wars. I feel like that's as far back as I can remember going to the theater.
Mine was the earliest I remember. I don't know the dates on them though. So no, it was Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it had to have been Jurassic Park because I was like, it was either Jurassic Park Face Off, or which Face Off had to have been way after Jurassic Park. But then I also went to the theater to watch all 3 of the original Star Wars trilogy when they were re-released back in the 90s or whatever.
Right.
I think it was the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, whatever. It was like right before the prequels came out. But like when they re-released them and added like a million things on the screen. Because that was the first time I actually watched Star Wars, was those versions. I had never seen the originals until after that.
Yeah. See, I feel like, because I went over to my grandparents a lot, and my grandpa rented movies all the time. I remember watching Jurassic Park there. I remember watching the original Star Wars there.
Yeah.
But I think the first movie, that I actually remember seeing, it was episode 1.
Yeah.
Because then that became we went and saw all the Star Wars movies and Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
But, so 1999.
Yeah, I don't remember when Jurassic Park was. It had to have been before that.
I think that's older, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It was like 94, 95, sometime in there. But I remember that because I remember
93. It
93.
says.
Holy crap! Yeah, because I remember going to the theater, and then I remember when that movie came out on VHS because DVDs didn't even exist yet.
No.
But it came out on VHS. My older brother saw a commercial for it that it had come out on VHS, and he talked my parents into driving us to, it was like either a Walgreens or a CVS, because I have a memory of going there and like him finding the movie and buying it.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time he had gone to a movie theater, or at least like the most like epic one. So like when he saw that commercial, he's like, "We have to get this movie. You have to see it." Because I don't think my parents took us. I think it was like my uncle took us or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just like a weird memory of like, yeah, that was like the first like grandiose thing.
Right.
And it kind of was like it was a big deal when it came out. It's like the beginning of like blockbuster summer movies. It's like before that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, before that there wasn't
like
really
Jaws.
It was like Jaws, but that was like the 70s, you know? So like between those two, I can't think of anything that was like, oh, this is the movie event.
Yeah.
But that's a good one. So yeah, in the comments, let us know what like the first movie you went to theaters for was.
Yeah,
that you can remember.
And then make us feel all old when you list something from 2000 and when you say Shrek.
I saw Shrek in theaters.
So did I.
I saw original Shrek in theaters. I've been there since the beginning.
Yeah,
it's a good time. And then I didn't watch any of the other ones.
I skipped one. I don't remember which one. It was either 3 or 4.
I saw 1 and 4 in theaters.
Okay.
Because 4 came out during like that 3D era. Like everything was 3D. And like I was constantly going to movies back then because I saw like Alice in Wonderland in 3D. I saw Avatar, obviously. And like everything was a 3D movie. So I was like, yeah, Coraline was another one. And that one, apparently 4, like I don't remember it fondly, but I guess it's like better than 3.
Shrek,
yeah.
Yeah. Was 3 the one where it's like his family and he's like...
3's the one with Justin Timberlake in it as like Prince Arthur.
Okay.
King Arthur.
I mean, because he has like a family and he's like... It's supposed to, like he sees what life would be like if...
No, that's 4.
Okay, well then that's the one I've seen.
4
so
is
I
the
skipped
one,
3.
4 he makes a deal. Yeah, I never saw 2 or 3 until after the fact. But 4 is the one where he makes a deal with Rumpelstiltskin.
That's it.
And
yes.
it's like Back to the Future type situation where he sees the world.
Okay, so then I saw 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah. Apparently 3 is the worst one, so you missed the worst one.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, most people like 2 the best, but I've never actually sat down and watched all of 2 and 3. This is just Shrek talk now.
It's Shrek talk now.
But yeah, I remember, like, I guess 4 is decent, but I don't remember it fondly because I saw it in 3D, and it was one of those movies that, like, you could tell they didn't plan to make it in 3D.
Need to be...
They just tacked it on at the end, and was like, yeah, this scene could be 3D. So it was like, what's the point of this? And that was kind of like the beginning of me going, I'm done with 3D movies. And then everyone was done with 3D movies.
It just kind of seemed like everyone was like, meh.
Yeah, until James Cameron comes up with a way for 3D movies to work without the glasses, it's not going to catch on again.
Right.
And that is something
they still do them. On. Like like IMAX theaters.
Yeah. It also doesn't help that I wear glasses, so just putting 3D glasses on over those is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, I think too it was also you had to pay more.
Yeah, it was more expensive, and you got to keep the glasses though. But what the fuck are you going to use them for?
Right.
But yeah, it's 3D movies. We're just not there yet. So anyway, this was Shrek Talk. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Let us know the first movie you saw in theaters. See you guys tomorrow for, I don't know, whatever we upload tomorrow. Watch it!